Hi, welcome you beautiful soul. Welcome to Authentically Love, where honesty meets heart and every truth empowers. This is the podcast where we dive deep into the heart of love, kindness, and healthy relationships. I'm your host, Ruth the Truth. I am an unapologetically authentic African American woman. So, with that said, if something said strikes a nerve, that's a personal problem. I'm not sorry. But I am on a mission to inspire you to cultivate meaningful relationships and loving connections. So if something does strike a nerve where you feel upset, please check in with yourself, because that might be a trigger, something you need to heal. Each week, I will be sharing personal stories and actionable advice to help you navigate the complexities of love with authenticity and grace. So, whether you're looking to strengthen your current relationships or seeking to build new ones, you've come to the right place. Get ready to embrace the journey of love, one episode at a time, and let's evolve together. Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Authentically Love. I'm your host, Ruth the Truth, and today we are going to be diving into a topic that's close to my heart. We are going to be talking about self-love. We're going to be exploring what self-love really means, why it's so important, and how you can start cultivating it in your own life. So let's get started. Okay, so first, let's talk about what self-love is. At its core, self-love is about appreciating yourself, recognizing your worth, and treating yourself with kindness and respect. It's not about being selfish or arrogant. It's truly about understanding that you deserve the same love and care that you give to others. See, for me, for a very long time, I personally struggle with self-love because I grew up thinking that it was okay to put others first. Like, I've always been a people pleaser. When I didn't want to do something, somebody would make me feel bad about it, and now I'm like, damn, I gotta do it. And I would always go against what I internally wanted. And that was because I was loving literally everyone more than I love myself. And after years upon years of doing that, you tend to forget completely to ever include yourself into that equation. So, what did I do? I kept giving and giving and giving and giving, trying to figure out why I'm never getting anything reciprocated back. Because the whole time I'm thinking that that's what love is all about. I'm just gonna keep giving to you. And that ain't do nothing but end up leave me feeling drained and unappreciated. That's not self-love. That's not love. So, when did I make that change? When did I decide that it was a great idea to make a change? I'm hard-headed. Now, I had to fall flat on my fucking ass. I had to go through several failed relationships. I had to lose my identity. I had to lose my stability. I had to lose the identity that I had been taking on for myself. And that was just recent. It was like within the last 2 years, I moved across the United States from Ohio to Florida. And energetically, spiritually, this has been the best decision I've ever made. Financially, I've taken a fucking I don't know. But I came back here trying to figure out who I am, because a lot of my childhood has been wiped from my memory. So I'm back here and I'm dating somebody. And while we're dating, I start wanting to embark on an entrepreneur journey. I'm starting to realize that me working for corporate America is not something that I foresee for my future. I'm no longer interested in trading all of my time for a paycheck. That's for one. Number two, the pay range, the minimum wage, the amount that these folks were paying wasn't what I was used to. So, finances took a hit. Then, my car took a hit. I've always had a car as long as I've been driving. So, that was new for me. And then not only that, my relationship was rocky. Like, we didn't know how to communicate properly. And at the end of that relationship, I started to focus on me OD. I started to focus on me super hard. Because I'm not about to go lay up with another bitch to figure out who I am. I'm about to lay up with myself and my shadows and my demons and see who the fuck I really am after I done took on all these dang personalities and shit. Who am I? And working out helped a lot. It helped me build my confidence. It helped me start somewhere. It helped me combat depression just a little bit. It showed me it was an actionable thing that I could do to show myself that I love me. And also, it was knowing when to walk away. Knowing when to say, no, this isn't for me. So, during that breakup or after that separation, I started to love myself more. I started saying no. I stopped being so easily pushed over. I started setting boundaries. And a lot of people were not happy campers. But that's okay. You don't have to feel guilty about putting yourself first. You don't have to feel guilty about having boundaries. Because the people that respect you, that respect your boundaries, that respect you putting yourself first, they're gonna stick around. The ones that wanna be mad and pissy, they ain't gonna last long. So, how can you start cultivating self-love for yourself? Number one, most importantly, is self-care. You really got to make time to do them activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. That could be like taking a bubble bath, reading a good book, going for a walk in nature. Like like find what makes you feel good inside. Now do that shit regularly. Do that at least 2-3 times a week. And positive affirmations, that's number 2. Start your day with positive self-talk. Like, look in the mirror, remind yourself of your worth, bro. Like, you can say this. I am enough. You gotta say it with some attitude and some conviction. I am enough. I am deserving of love. I am strong. My personal favorite 4 that I say every day is, number 1, I'm the best. Number 2, I can do all things. I can do all things on my own. Number 3, God is always with me. And number 4, I'm a winner. Like, just starting to say those 4 affirmations have truly started to change my life, because not only am I saying them every day, I'm starting to believe them. It did feel awkward at first, but it makes a difference for sure. The third thing that you can do to cultivate self-love for yourself is set boundaries. Please, 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 I'm begging you. Learn to say no without feeling guilty. Setting boundaries is essential for protecting your energy and maintaining your mental health. It's okay to prioritize yourself. It's not the end of the world if you say no. Yes, DeAndre can be mad. Yes, Amber can be mad because you said no, but respectfully, F your opinion. F your feelings. Because you wasn't upset when I was over here going out of my way to do stuff for you. Where that same energy at, boo? Say no. If you don't feel like it, just say no. Don't go doing something because you're trying to make somebody else happy. Because at the end of the day, that person will never be happy if they're not happy within. last thing that you can do to start cultivating self-love into your world is surround yourself with positivity. I'm gonna say that again for the people that didn't catch it. Surround yourself with positivity. In other words, be mindful of the company that you keep. Like, if you hanging out with people that only go to the club every weekend and they're not really doing nothing with their life, and when I say doing nothing with their life, like, what are they doing to elevate themselves? Are you being complacent with yourself, or are you trying to go up the ladder a little bit? It could be spiritually, it could be mentally, it can be financially. Like, change is the only thing that's constant. Don't get stuck. But surround yourself with people who uplift you, people who support you, who encourages your growth. Like, leave that toxic relationships alone, please. And truthfully, you have that toxic relationship because you yourself is toxic too. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but birds of a feather do flock together, and your person is a reflection of you. So something you got that same trait somewhere down the line. It's just like a subconscious thing. And I can say that, like, regarding like the toxic relationships, because at one point in time, like I said, I was toxic. I guess I want to share a personal story. There was a time when I was in a relationship that wasn't healthy. I kept giving and giving, hoping that my love would be enough to change them. And when I say relationship, this is what I mean by I was toxic. I was in a relationship with them in my mind. Like, these are people that did not see me in the same regard that I seen them. Like, I was infatuated with them. I was in deep like with them. And to get them to try to like me back, I would go out of my way for them. Like, if I would enjoy talking to them all the time, hanging out with them, spending time, I would pay attention to what you said you liked and what you didn't like. And I'm a gifter. So if you needed something, or if you didn't need something, I'm spontaneously going to surprise you with something, just because to show my token of love, just to show that, like, I fuck with you, just to show you that I want you and I'm intentional. And I kept doing that. After every person that I would get involved with, they would tell me that they didn't see me that way, but something in me told me to keep trying. Something in me told me to keep giving. And you know what that did? That enabled me to allow them to use me. And every time I would, like, adapt myself to who that person was, so that they would start liking me. And that's how I started to lose myself in the process, because my own well needs wasn't being taken care of. I was putting my true personal feelings on the back burner because I thought that it was the best thing to do. And being around somebody that you really, really like, but they only see you as a friend, that makes you not feel worthy. And so, looking back now, I realized that I wasn't focusing. My priorities was fucked up. Like, I was never focusing on my own needs and my own well-being. I was focusing on theirs. And each time those connections started to die down, I was in my feelings. I was hurt. But I always knew that what's for me ain't gonna pass me by. And my granny always said that you gotta keep on keeping on. So I did like anybody else did. Kept that shit pushing. Did I spin the block a couple times? Yes, of course. I wouldn't be me if I didn't. But after constantly doing that for so long and getting with people who see my worth initially, but then when when the masks start falling off, or I start reflecting who you are back to you, it's a problem. I'm this, I'm that. And this ain't that, boo. It's okay to love yourself. It's okay to put you first. Because self-love is a journey. It's not a destination. It's really about making a conscious effort every day to prioritize your well-being and happiness. It's about forgiving yourself for your past mistakes and being patient with yourself as you grow. Because yes, I could have been stuck in the woe is me and I used to be toxic, so I'm gonna stay toxic, or once a cheater, always a cheater mentality. And no, I'm not once a cheater, always a cheater. I'm not about to conform to a box that somebody wants me to be, and I know that that's not who I am. So forgive yourself for your past and be patient. Celebrate your small wins, even if they small to you. Dick, Paul, and Jane, you leveled up. If you don't take nothing from this episode, please know that you are worthy of love just as you are. Embrace your flaws, celebrate your strengths, and please be kind to yourself. Oh my gosh, that was a mouthful, right? Totally. Before we close out today's episode, I want to give you a sneak peek into next week's topic: building emotional intelligence. We'll dive deep into understanding our emotions, how to manage them, and how emotional intelligence can help improve relationships and your overall well-being. You won't want to miss this. But thank you for joining me today on this journey of self-love. I hope you found these tips helpful and that you're inspired to start prioritizing yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, share this podcast with your friends, and leave a review if you're enjoying the show. Stay true, stay real, and I'll catch you on next week's episode. Peace and love.